family are going to be visiting the Al Ahsa caves in Saudi Arabia. This is actually my first time going to a cave, and I'm really excited to have a look at this place. The journey to the caves from our house in Dammam took about 1.5 hours. I must say, man, this was like the most boring thing ever. Like, all I could see for miles and miles and miles was just sand and desert, with the occasional petrol bunks. But the boringness aside, the journey itself was a really good time to catch up with my family, talk about a lot of stuff. And also, this ride was an amazing time to just blast music in the car. Like, the entire trip was just me playing songs and my mother telling me to reduce the volume. Finally, we made it to the cave in Al Asa, and it looked amazing. We had a bit of an issue finding the entrance because the sign that showed towards the entrance was really small. And there was this kind of awkward period where me and my parents just kind of walked around the entire place just looking for the entrance. This was about like 10 minutes or so. At last, we found out that it was actually in the building. It was kind of hilarious, to be honest. We went in and paid 50 riyal for the entry fee for each head, which in my conscience at that time felt really expensive. But towards the end of the trip, it felt like the money paid was definitely worth it. Before going into the caves, we went through a museum sorta like place that looked really cool by the looks. But I don't really like standing and reading every single bit of information because I seem to be having the attention span of a fish. But other than the reading part, the artifacts present there looked really cool and ancient. Eventually, we made it to the entrance of the cave, and it looked incredible. Like, they even made rocks look cool, man, which I didn't even know was possible until now. The path led to awesome places where we could take pictures. Check them out and tell me which one of them was your favorite out of the three in the comment section. Ultimately, we made it to the actual cave entrance. To my surprise, it was really cool inside there. This sparked a discussion between me and my parents to discuss why this was happening for about 10 minutes or so. It felt like the caves were air conditioned or something, but in reality, they are not at all. Apparently, the temperature in the caves increases when it is winter and decreases when it's in the summer season. The caves itself look absolutely stunning, and it made me question whether these caves were actually natural or man-made. The lighting and the pathway inside the caves were also beautifully done. It was a delight to see the vibrance of the bright orange colors and the occasional blue hues from the sky. Another thing I found surprising was the amount of Indians that were there. It's a general misconception that Saudi doesn't have in many Indians, but this experience made me rethink that idea. Like, even when I told a joke to my parents, the Malayali family behind us weirdly turned around and gave us a backward stare, and I was trying so hard not to let my laugh out. But little jokes aside, it was beautiful to see what Mother Nature can do and the beauty she portrays when left untroubled by human activities. Towards the end of this cave, it felt almost rejuvenating to see sunlight again. When we were making our way to the exit, we saw a few adults on top of the caves that we were in. This made me and my dad become strangely excited, and we wanted to go up there ourselves. Found a secret little entrance where we carefully placed our steps and went towards the top. My mother was too afraid to climb towards the top, so she just stayed at the bottom and took pictures of us. As we reached the top, we got to see the rich nature and the bulky and rocky caves that surrounded us. It was stunning to see the rich evening sunset descending upon the horizon and the sun to see just drowned into the earth. The small trek was also a fitting ending to this wonderful trip we had. To everybody watching this, I would highly suggest everybody to come and visit these caves, preferably with your friends and family to get the full experience, of course. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel